Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today, with being such a beautiful day, we decided to take a look at a local orchard that we forage in. It's really dilapidated and it's an abundance of fruit trees. We collect apples, pears, plums and a myriad of different things. Hawthorn berries and different things like that, and it's beautiful. The daffodils are up and the fruit trees are all budding. This looks like an apple tree and it's in full bud and it's in abundance, and there's so many different varieties of apples here. There's different varieties of plums. I think if we take a walk the other way, I don't want to crush any of the daffodils, but many of these trees are years old. They're looking wonderful. It's lovely to see the new blossom coming out on them. It's lovely to see the fresh new baby leaves. Absolutely glorious. The ground is very uneven. There's lots of brambles, but it's lovely, this area. We often take a walk along the path and we go down. There's a running stream of water at the bottom, but this particular part is the part we call the orchard. Now, many moons ago, somebody would have had an old house up the top and this would have been their orchard. I don't know how long ago that was, but it's a long, long time ago, and everything else is still here bearing witness. Just missed the butterfly, did you catch it? I'm not sure if that's a cooking apple, but it pretty much looks the same as my cooking apple in the garden at the moment. And there's just so many of these trees, they're just everywhere. When I first came to this orchard, a friend of mine brought me an older lady and we just spent the day. All the apples were pretty much fully grown. We just spent a few hours just tasting from each tree. There were some dessert apples, some sweet apples, some flavoursome apples. There's some crab apples that even taste absolutely wonderful. Some were a bit too tart or bitter for me. But there's so many different flavours within this orchard alone. Whoever's orchard it originally was must have had some wonderful culinary skills and made many meals, many desserts from all the different flavours that were here.
Or wine. Or wine.
Or wine, even cider. But yeah. Even the brambles will be ready to pick from soon. The plums seem to come later than the apples because the plums were always the ones that were more difficult for me to find. I'm trying not to stand on the daffodils, they're everywhere. It's absolutely beautiful. hear the bees, can hear the birds. I've seen several butterflies. The life here is fabulous. There's so many different paths and walkways to go between. We go straight ahead. Height of these trees, and they're just full of fruit. Well, full of bud at the moment, full of blossom, but they will be absolutely full of fruit. I'm not sure offhand where the plums were. I know there was one on the corner. But I'm not sure if it's this tree or not. Can't really tell by the flowers, but I'm more inclined to think that might possibly be the plum. And if it was either plum or an apricot, and they were really yellow colour, not too big. But they were beautiful, and I ate most of the picking we did last year before I even reached home. Beautiful. Quite a lot of decay, and you know, if it was our home trees we'd cut back and you know, we'd make it look pretty, but this is so quaint and so oldie worldy, and
wild.
Sometimes it is wild, and sometimes it's a shame to see the decayed parts, but it's so interesting also at the same time to see that, and to see how much fruit, to see how vibrant the trees are, and the new generated trees from the fall and different things, you know. It's so interesting even looking at the decay. It's crazy. It's such a beautiful place.
It's on our doorstep.
On our doorstep too, right, yeah. And there's so many different routes to take here. We've now come out of what we call the orchard. And there's so many different pathways, so many different places to lead to. And it's just a nice, fresh day's walk. So peaceful. It's got a beautiful feel to it, it's nice. Where we're coming up to now is the stream part. We've recorded here before. We recorded here last year, didn't we? Just so nice to see. There are lots of couples walking about on this spring day. People walking dogs. As I say, to have this all on our doorstep and just to be able to see how pretty it is. Even the holly is just absolutely luscious.
A lot of mines and quarries up here.
Yeah, the historical value to here, not only the home and the orchards but the quarries that are here. The stream's running very low today, and the dogs stop and take refreshment and have a quick drink of water along the way and wet their coats on a warm day. Teenagers come and hang out here. It's well used, you know. When I recorded last time here, this gatepost stone got a lot of interest from me. You could actually see where it was welded onto somewhere in the holes, and if you can take a full view, Mr. Wildflowers, you can actually see it to gatepost stone, so somewhere here along the way this would have been the entrance to somebody's orchard, somebody's garden, or something like that. To have the stream running through, it would have been absolutely fabulous. There's old pieces of machinery. Now, I don't know how old these pieces of machinery are. So I imagine this is some kind of plough, or, you know, it's absolutely rock solid into the ground here. So I've noticed this here for a number of years, so I wouldn't be sure how long it's been here and what age of this piece of machinery, but it's part of the furniture, it's part of something that's been here for a long time. Just the cobblestones itself and the pathway built in is absolutely beautiful. There was a swing in one of the trees last time we came that the children had made. I can't seem to spot it at the moment.
This bit here, wasn't it?
Sorry?
It was in this bit.
Yeah. We should really have sturdy walking shoes on, shouldn't we? As I say, it goes in many directions. We can continue on that way for quite a while, and it will take us around the whole wood. And there are little delves in between, such as this. It'd be a perfect place for foxes to bed down for the evening.
A lot of deer up here.
There are a lot of deer in the surrounding areas. It would have been nice to see one today, but I believe they're more out in the evening and early evening. I was just wondering if there was any garlic. That looks like garlic to me.
Yeah.
So here, where the stream is coming through another channel, yeah, and we've actually got the wild garlic here running along. There's probably so many other herbs and forageable things as well. What a lovely piece of land. Do you think that'll be too moist to balance on? Yeah. I would have liked to see if there was any decent rocks in the water, but it's okay, it's not worth it. You're only in your trainers. The birds sound like they're behind me, the ones that are making the most noise. So loud. Which way would you like to go? Back in the path?
Yeah.
Just the rotted wood and the shape of the old trunks.
The roots.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a painter, I'd like to paint something like that. I find it intriguing. And that looks like a big tree. I think the bees have got a home in there somewhere. There's one hovering around. And this cobblestone path. You can see the size of the stones that are used for it. I mean, I wouldn't like to have to try and pick that up. They're fairly wedged in.
Been there for 100 years.
Yeah, or more. Are you going for a walk today in your local countryside, in your local woods? Have you gone down to the waterside? You got out and done a bit of earthing and felt a bit of nature?
A lot of Americans are still under snow.
I believe so, yeah. Still have to shake off the cobwebs, we still have to get out and dig a little bit. Right, as you can see, we're going to continue this walk. It's a bit muddy, so we're going to have to balance on the verges. But yeah, it's an absolutely glorious day. We're enjoying the sunshine and as happy as we can be at the moment. So thank you for joining us, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.